What's up, everybody? We are back, and we are now another week deep into prep. We are 14 weeks in, and we have 13 weeks left until the first show, and 14 weeks left until the second show. So, we still haven't made any changes so far to the diet or the training, so everything is still going super smooth. We hit another new low weight last week of 183.2, I believe. So everything was going smooth, still losing weight, so there was no reason to adjust anything. Kept everything the same throughout this week, and things are still progressing fantastically. They're not popping out yet, but I can already see veins like in my lats or like across my serratus and my ribs or like on my hip bones and stuff. So it's like, for me, it's super exciting to be able to see all that stuff. So I'm just like, oh wow, I lose like the rest of the weight or whatever that I have to lose before show day, and those are going to be popping out. It's going to look sick. Um, Also, it'll probably help when I'm not the same color as a piece of paper. But I am still very firm in the planning for shaving the beard and body hair and whatnot at the end of the month. However, Madeline is not in agreement with me. She is very against the idea of shaving the beard. So it probably won't go over very smoothly, but she loves me, so she'll get over it. Besides, I'm going to grow it back right after the show anyway, so it'll be in the next, or it'll be time for the next off season after these two shows, and time to get bigger than we've ever been before. But for now, we're going to be getting as lean as possible. I'd say right now, if I had to guess, I'm probably 9, maybe 10% body fat, and I really want to get down to like 4 or 5. Just be absolutely peeled out of my mind. So I know in order to get there, I am going to be struggling. It's going to be awful. I will be suffering. It will be terrible. And I love that. I cannot wait. It's going to be fun. And I'm also excited just because I'm going to know a few people who are at the Knox competing with me. And I may have said this before, but um, it'll just be nice to have a bunch of dudes there that I know. It'll be like some friendly competition and camaraderie with everybody. However, I will say, now granted, it's the true novice division, so it's like everybody who's showing up for their first show ever. But with that put to the side, out of everyone in true novice, I will be winning. So I have every intention of going to the Knox Classic and winning true novice. I'm not really sure if they will put everybody together into one class if there's not enough people, or if they'll still do ABC for the height classes, and then the first place winner from those will go into like an overall for true novice. Either scenario, I will be winning. So, doesn't really matter one way or the other, I guess. And then for the natural show, the next weekend after that, I'll be going into novice, which I won't be able to do true novice for the second show, obviously, because it will be my second show and not my first. But same goes for the natural show the next weekend going into novice. I fully intend on showing up to take first place, showing up to win. I don't see why you would go to a competitive event without the mindset of winning, regardless of whether or not you actually win. I don't know why you wouldn't show up and try your absolute best, put everything you've got on the table in order to win. It just doesn't make sense to me. It'd be like taking a written test but trying to fail, like not trying to get 100 on the test. Like, what would be the point of that? Why would you ever do that? It doesn't make sense, right? So, even though, yeah, my friends are going to the Knox Classic and I'm going to have to compete against them, I fully intend on beating them. Love them to death. Fully intend on winning. And, I mean, if I don't and they do, hey, great. Good job, man. You definitely showed up and you were better than me that day and you ended up beating me. And if that's the case, I move on and I get better. But as of right now, I plan on showing up and winning. So, as a result of that, I got to work my ass off for the next 13 weeks. I'm not going to say these guys are going to just be pushovers. But this leg day is definitely going to help me out, as well as every other leg day that I do for the next 13 weeks. Actually, if I think about it, including this one, I think, if I'm doing my math right, I might be one off, but including this one, I'll have 13 leg days until show day. So I got to make every single one of them count, which is exactly what I'm going to do today. Going to go in there, hack squats. We're going to try to hit the same weight we've been hitting, 510 for either more reps or the same amount of reps, with me being even lighter than I was the last week. I don't see us getting more reps, but I see us hopefully getting the same number. I'm going to do what I always do and go till like seizure failure out there. So it will definitely be my best effort regardless of how many we get. And same thing for every other exercise I do today. Gonna get the same weight for the same number of reps or more reps. I don't think I'm going up on any weights for anything. I don't think I maxed out the rep range on anything last week. So it's just a game of consistency and holding on to as much muscle as I can with both hands firmly until we get to show day. And this training is definitely essential for that, especially because I'm natural. Training at the exact same intensity that I was when I was trying to gain muscle is one of the most important things there is to maintaining your muscle when you're on a diet. Because if I was to change my programming around or just immediately go less weight on everything, or train half as intense every time I came in here because I'm tired or whatever the hell, I wouldn't be providing the same stimulus to my muscles that got them to the size that they were. And I mean, I believe that it would lead to muscle degradation. You would sacrifice muscle tissue and you would lose more tissue than if you had trained as intensely as you could, as intensely as you had been training before your diet phase. So anytime I enter a diet phase, I believe that it's a better way to go about it is to just leave your training the way that it has been, not to change things around so that you get more tone or you do more reps or whatever the fuck. Just leave everything the same. Train as hard as you can for as long as you can, and when your body is like, okay, we're down 25 pounds or whatever, we literally physically cannot do it anymore, then you come down one notch. You take off 5 pounds. You do one less rep, and then you keep going as hard as you can for as long as you can. And you just do that to hold on to as much muscle tissue as you can as your body is actively burning off all of the fat that it has. And then that's how you end up walking onto stage for show day, and you've still got all your muscle, but now you're down to 4 or 5% body fat. And of course, like, diet plays a huge role in it. Sleep, recovery, digestion, stress management, like everything ties together. But I think a huge part of it is the way that you train leading up to the show. So, without further ado, the song of the day today. And honestly, at this point, I can't remember if I've said any of these before. So, if I repeat the same song twice, then my bad. But today, it's going to be Gaslight by Paleface Swiss. Excellent song. Now, I need the rest of this caffeine in my body. My skin is starting to crawl already, so the beta-alanine is doing its work. Alright. I will see all of you in the posing room while I'm wearing significantly less clothing.
Alright, we're back in the posing room. Leg day was fantastic. We have maintained strength on the hack squat with 510 for 6 with the band wrapped around it, so probably like 540 at the top and like 510 at the bottom. But it did feel heavy as fuck, so it hurt quite a bit. But I'm down to 183 body weight, so I'll take 510 on squats. And so far, legs are looking great. Definitely more lines coming out the further we get into prep, and definitely more definition. glute line coming through. Yeah, things are coming together nicely. All right, that's about all the posing I got in me today. I'm gonna go hit cardio, and then see all of you in the car for meal number 4.
Alright, that is going to be a wrap for leg day. Cardio's done. Meal number 4 is waiting to be eaten. We've got meals 5 and 6 at the house to eat. We have about 3,000 steps to do and posing practice. So, we have a full evening ahead of us. I'm going to go knock all that stuff out and then knock myself out, metaphorically, go to bed. So, I will see all of you in the next video, which is going to be tomorrow's upper body workout video. All of you, eat your food, drink your water, get some sleep, make some gains. I will see all of you in the next video.